Hello everybody, this is Mihai speaking. I'm here to show you today how to do workflow steps for the project module. Let's start. So we go into Wikitasks and we log in. We're going to use Herat, username and password. And as you get into the Wikitask, you will be presented with a dashboard. And inside the dashboard you will see your tasks and available tasks that you can work on, as well as projects that you can work on. Anyway, we're going to go into the control panel, go to project administration, and then you can open the workflow application. And you will see over here that it's very similar to every other application. You have your Finder and Navigator on top. You can do a search, and in there you will see that I've created a few workflows. One of them we did earlier, it's my workflow. And as you open it, you can go to the workflow steps, and here you're going to see the various steps. You can always create a new one, and I've uploaded a video about that, but let's just do a quick recap. So you can create a new step whenever you want. You can say contact customer, and in there you see that it highlights. You can actually move it around at a certain position. So we're gonna first have new, you're gonna have get customer information, save customer information, then you want to contact the customer before you submit the documents. Anyway, you're going to make it active, and you're going to make the status to be open, because you want people to be able to open it, to work on it. And yes, you want to allow people to work on it, and when the people click to work on it, you want to say that it is in progress. And you can give it a nice description, say contact the customer to review the document before submission. And you can specify the permissions, and in this case you want to say it's a project manager as well as partner, because we want to see it with Herat's profile. Okay, and then remember to always save. Once it's saved, we can go close, and we've applied it to workman's compensation, so we're going to open that one and say, and that's your task, and you will see that it's currently sitting on get customer information, and it's open. So you can go to the next step, and because I have permissions to work on that, I can go furthermore to the next step. And here's our new step that we just created, and we can work on this. And now we can go pick up the phone call and speak to the customer and say, hello Mr. So-and-so, this is what I'm going to submit, are you happy, what. Obviously this can even be further into other steps. Anyway, once it's done, you can say, alright, I worked on this, could have taken 2 days, so you can leave it open, and it will save your time. You will see that the time over here is actually being saved. Again, you can save it as is. So let's say you completed your work and you want to say save log time, and you can specify contact your customer, got approval, and you can specify he said this and blah blah blah, and then you can keep the same time. So let's say if it was 2 days, if you want to use the real time, or you can say override. Let's say you forgot to do this and you want to just say it took 2 days. Alright, that time still saves, don't worry about it, but you will see that the actual overall time is modified. So we're going to now go and perform the task, perform the action, and now you will see that is now 2 days, 2 hours and 13 seconds. And I spent 2 days, 2 hours and 13 seconds. We can actually test that, so we can actually go and close this. Like that. I'm going to log in as myself. Of course. And now we have, I'm belonging to other organizations. You don't have to worry about this. I'm going to log into Herman Stores because I belong there as well. There we go. and now you will see that I've got other tasks over there, so I can now open that one that Gerard is working on, and because it's assigned to Gerard, I can assign it to me. If Gerard is currently working on it, then it will say that he's currently working, it can be assigned to me, and I can try it later. Anyway, I can assign it to me, and I can do some work. Let's say I worked on this step, which is contact customer. So I can also say I also contacted the customer. Say wada, and then we can say it took me 3 hours. Okay, perform, and you see that now it's now 2 hours, sorry, 2 days, 5 hours and 30 seconds. And my log time as Mihai is 3 hours. When I make a comment, I can specify whatever not. And you see it's 3 hours and 4 seconds. But if I go to the total, it takes everything into account. So you can specify who worked on what. I can go to the next step on submitting documents. And now I can work on this, and I can go, I don't know, let's say I go and drive all the way to South, and it's traffic, and it took ages. So if I leave this open, or I close it, and but I started the work, then to start logging in. So I can do that stuff, I can come back, and after a while I can go say, save the log time, and I can specify submitted the documents, and I can say drove, there was traffic, stood in queue, and argued with the source, unhelpful for a better world, people, etc. You don't worry about me, I'm just being funny. Anyway, so I can say it took me, well, if I left it on, it would have counted it, but just to override it, and so it took me 2 hours. And I can say perform this action, and now I can take it to the next step, and I say complete it. Now you will see that it's 2 hours 7 minutes, sorry, 2 days and 7 hours. If I click on that, I spent as 5 hours. So now if I go and I log in as Gerard, then you will see that this time is different. Sorry, this, no, that's the wrong task, because now it's assigned to Mihai, it's sitting somewhere else. There we go. Right, and you will see that now it is assigned to Mihai. It is now sitting on 2 days, 7 hours and 17 seconds, and my Gerard time was 2 days and 2 hours. So you can see how much time I specifically spent on. Let me log in a different browser and show you what happens when so the reason why I can't do this is because I'm not assigned to work on this. So let me just quickly modify that workflow. I'm logged in as Gerard, so I don't have access to work on that step. So I'm just going to quickly give myself some access just to work on it. So permissions, use it. That's odd. Yes. Sorry about that. I realized previous that one I can't work on. Why not? Oh, very interesting. I'll have to look into that. There we go. Let's say we want to go and put completed. Close. Alright. So if I now go and refresh this, because I'm Gerard, I can go to other steps. for some reason reserve and allow me. I'll have to look into it anyway. Thank you. Goodbye.